Hello! Welcome to the 71st floor. I am Elliot.
And I am Konstantinos.
And this is our second episode. And
Hello.
we are going to be talking about top
TV
shows? Or just TV
Yeah.
shows in general?
Yeah.
Stuff that we're watching now.
Yeah.
Stuff that we've watched recently. Favorites, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Too.
Also, this is totally not the same day as our first episode.
No, not
This
at
is
all.
totally a different day.
You're not supposed to give that away. Definitely have not just changed.
Not just changed the top and called it a day, you know. Same exact set. I'm drinking the same drink.
It's
But
been
hey,
sat there for
we
a
need
week.
to plan ahead, okay?
Yes.
Anyway. So yeah, we're talking about shows. Let's just jump straight into it.
So I feel like at the end of the last episode we spoke about Severance.
Yeah,
In relation to the 71st
the
floor.
cliffhanger.
Yes.
Oh my god, I apologize in advance. My stomach is making lots of noises, and I feel like this is gonna happen every time, because this does happen every time, even at home. Like, we'll just be watching a show, and my stomach out of nowhere will go like, I'll be like, and I'll turn to Rick, and Rick will be like, what the fuck was that? I'll be like, ignore it.
Mine usually does it, but it's normally because of gas, not because of like.
Mine is random.
No, but I can because it happens to me so often. I can tell the difference between when it's gas and when it's like stomach digestion noises.
Great way to start an episode. What? What an intro.
But when it's
Stomach noises, am I right?
Yeah, so you know, like when like your stomach, like that's why your stomach is making noise, because it's digesting.
Digesting what? I ate like 2
Yeah,
hours
well,
ago.
maybe your stomach is just active. It's just like doing stuff. But when it's like gassy,
It's the worm.
It's not your stomach.
the
It's
worm.
the lower down. It is the worm. Connor has a worm.
Yeah, my friends make fun of me saying that I have a worm, a stomach worm, because I have a very high metabolism, so I don't gain weight easily.
Always eating.
And I eat, I'm always chewing on something.
Snacking. You're lucky. 'Cause
Yes.
otherwise.
So they're saying I have a worm that eats everything. So I'm saying the stomach noises are the worm.
Yeah. But anyway.
TV.
TV. So yeah.
So you're
Severance.
watching, you just finished,
we've just finished
season 2 of
Severance.
Severance.
Yes.
For anyone who hasn't seen Severance, spoiler alert,
Spoiler
I
alert,
guess.
but also where have you been? Because it's like I was late to it.
I mean, it's still fairly recent, I would say.
I don't think it is.
It's from like last month.
Was
No?
it?
I think.
I've not seen any spoilers at all online.
I mean, me neither.
but like I don't know what there is to spoil really. You know?
Whereas Rick used to get like all the videos about Severance every week, and he had to avoid them. I never did.
What is it?
Because
to
I
talk
don't
about,
follow
though?
about. What do you mean spoilers?
Yeah, but what?
Spoilers, girl.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess.
Yeah. So spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't gotten a chance to see it or has never heard of the show. You should check it out. It's very
Yeah,
good.
I'll try and not like go into the details
Oh, that's
too
very
much.
difficult.
Well, is it?
I guess so. I don't know.
So anyway, so I feel like I was very late to Severance. Like everyone had seen the first season, and then when the second season came out, I was like, oh, I'm gonna like give the first season a try, because I think I'm just saying I only watched.
So you only watched the
first-
first season when the second season came out?
Yes.
Okay.
But also really weird thing. When I watched the first season, I was like, I've seen this. Like, you know, when you can just tell, like, I knew what was
Okay.
coming, scene by scene. I knew
What?
what each character was gonna do. Like, I'd seen it,
How?
but I've not
Oh,
sat and watched it at all. So I don't know how I knew what was happening.
Had you seen stuff online or something?
No, like I literally per episode I would sit there and I'd be like, I know he's gonna do this. She's gonna say that. She's this person. Like it just was like I
That's
don't know,
weird.
something I knew. Maybe
That's
I have a sixth
suspicious.
sense. Maybe I sleep watched it or something. But I knew what was coming. Anyway,
Well,
so
Andrews had already seen it.
he had seen it.
So maybe you...
I think I must have like been sat with them while they
Yeah.
were watching it and just not been paying
You've
attention or
ghost
something.
seen it.
But yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I re-watched it, even though I don't remember watching it the first time. And I was like, I think after like the second episode, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm really enjoying this.
Yeah.
Like, this is a really good show.
It is very gripping.
And then I think like there's just something about that style.
Again with my stomach.
You need to get a microphone down there just for your stomach.
I'll do ASMR. Oh, I think I'm clipping.
Oh.
I'll do ASMR with my stomach.
Yeah.
I'll have a side
do an
channel.
ASMR episode.
Side channel, stomach ASMR.
But yeah, so yeah,
yeah.
the whole concept of Severance is very interesting because it's all like, I don't know, I find like the topic of like ethics very interesting because it's like, oh, do you like basically create another human being by like having this separate like part of you that has no idea what's happening outside of work. Like that's such an interesting topic.
Yeah.
And it's like a very well made show. And when I found out it was Ben Stiller that produced it, or like produced most of the episodes, I was like, what? Like that is crazy. Like what is he doing?
What do you mean?
Because he's like I don't know. I see Ben Stiller as like a comedy clown, you know? Like
Yeah, I suppose.
like Adam Sandler, Ben Stiller, they're like the same person to me. Like they're very much like, ooh, ha, 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 I'm a funny person. But like even Adam Sandler's doing like serious stuff
I don't like
now.
Adam Sandler.
No, I don't like Adam Sandler. But,
Okay,
like,
I was gonna say hot take, but I guess
no, it's not.
Okay.
Well, is it? I don't know. People,
I feel like people love
Trisha
him.
Paytas loves Adam Sandler.
Oh, drag her.
But-
Guess she's not coming on our podcast.
Well, she might. She's always welcome. If she wants to fly over to the UK, or we can do Zoom.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I don't know. The whole thing was just very intriguing, and I think like the first season ended very, very good. Like the cliffhanger was very good.
Yes. But it does this thing that modern TV shows do that I hate, where it ends and you have to wait 10 years for the second season.
Yeah.
And by that time, you've forgotten everything about it.
Second season didn't end as much of a cliffhanger. Do you think?
Oh, yes.
Do you not?
Yes. Did you watch the show, Tamar?
Yeah, girl. I think, I don't know. I feel like they could end it there and it would be fine.
Well, actually, this is one of the things I told Rick. I said the whole vibe of the second season to me,
gown.
the whole vibe of the second season to me felt like the ending.
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like they should have ended it.
It was
They
like a
should
very like slow build up to like a very strong end point.
Yeah. So I was like, when it was coming to the end, I was like, what the fuck are they going to do in the next season? But now, obviously, I know.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't want them to drag it out too much. I feel like season 3 should be the final.
I don't think they'll do
final
another
season.
one.
But yeah, I hate when they take 3 years or even more.
So I think the thing that I found that I liked about Severance was that it was like suspenseful, and like there was questions from the first episode. You had a question or like multiple questions about like what people were doing, what are the intentions, what is Lumen, why are they doing this, what is the data that they're encrypting or like decoding, what is it that's happening, why does she live next door to him, like all of these questions. Like you have all these questions from the first episode and they don't get answered until second season finale. Like a lot of it didn't get answered until literally the last episode,
and there's still also like
a lot of
questions.
Yeah.
And to the point where it actually kind of confused me. Like towards the end, I was kind of losing it. I wasn't losing interest, but I wasn't following it. I was like,
the thing,
what?
yeah, I think they tried to answer too many at the same time because like, and I don't know.
Like I still don't know what Gemma was doing, what they were using her for.
It doesn't really make sense because so I don't know. This is a big spoiler, I guess. The macro data refinement team, like they were all of them were creating these different profile or like personalities for Gemma.
Yeah. And he was working on Pearl Harbor, which
was the last one.
Yeah, with the baby or whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't get.
So I guess the whole
what was that for?
I think was it to show. I don't know the way
I think
that
Rick knows. I think Rick is very invested in Severance.
Okay.
Very invested. So I think he does know because like he would get like TikToks like explaining everything. So maybe he knows.
To me, what it sounded like was because obviously the final room, the Cold Harbor room, was her disassembling
a baby crib.
The baby crib, which obviously throughout the whole thing, they tried to have a baby.
Yeah.
Like they built this baby crib and she had a miscarriage, or something happened. I think she had a miscarriage, didn't she? So it's like, I think for me, I understood it as the last obvious step was like they've created all these different personalities, but like by the last one, they're showing that she still has no memories of her previous real life. I don't know if that's the way that they
see, there's lots of theories online about cloning as well.
Yeah, I think Andros was thinking that the idea is that obviously the I don't know his name, Mr. Egan.
Oh yeah.
The main head of the company, that he's obviously an old man and he's trying to like keep himself alive through like keeping his consciousness and like implanting his consciousness
he's doing
into...
a Palpatine.
Yes.
Let's put it in Star Wars terms.
He's doing a Palpatine. So yeah,
that's
Palpatine
what returned.
Yeah.
Somehow
so I
Egan
think
returned.
Yeah, I think that's what Andros's theory is, but I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, I don't know. The thing that I didn't like really was like I didn't understand the code, like, you know, like the decoding and like putting them into boxes and like how that was creating personalities or whatever. Like to me that just it felt like a really like not very like thought out answer to that question.
Yeah, it like seems too mysterious.
Yeah.
Too
like
mysterious? Is that a word?
Mysterious girl.
Mysterious. I meant to say. Yeah. Apologies.
And like a bit like far-fetched maybe. Like I know the whole show is far-fetched because like it's literally about like severing your consciousness.
Should we like give a bit late, but like for anyone who has no idea what the show is, it's basically about a company that gives you the option, if you want to work there, they implant a chip in your brain and your personality gets split. So as soon as you enter the doors of this workplace, you basically become another person, and when you come out, you're your normal self.
And you have no memory of either side.
Yes. So it's basically, they market it as a way to separate work and
personal life.
So
like, Mark's reason for joining was because his wife died.
Yes. So he wanted like an escape or whatever.
Yeah.
But then there's lots of ethical questions, because then the people actually working, or your personality who is inside the workplace.
Your innie.
Yes, your innie is actually like a whole different person. So if you quit that job, it's like you kill this person.
Yeah.
Anyway, lots of very deep, very, very good show. Would you do it? We've discussed this with Rick so many times. Would you sever yourself for a job?
I don't know. I don't think so. Because like I don't like, the thing that bothers me about it is like the work romances, because obviously like like with Helly, and like I have a very strong opinion about the ending of the second season, because I'm like, why did you make that decision?
It made me so mad.
But like, yeah, so like I don't know, like, because you don't know what you're getting up to in work, like, and obviously your innie has no idea what your outie's life is, so like you have no idea if you're married, so like, is it cheating if you then end up...
I don't think it is.
But like Dylan saw it as cheating when his wife saw his innie and was like...
Well, yeah, that is cheating.
Why is it cheating? It's him.
But it's not.
But it is.
I don't
it's his body. So. It's the same person. It's
like you're saying they're twins.
No, but it's not, because it's the same person.
No, it's the same body, but it's two completely different consciousness, like two completely different personalities, consciousness, like, you know, so it's like they're twins.
But that's like...
So like two completely different personalities, but sharing the same body.
But you know, like, what's that James... Is it James McAvoy? Not James McAvoy. I don't know. The guy who played Charles Xavier.
Oh, yeah.
Glass, is it?
Yeah.
Split.
Yeah.
Like...
I saw that.
I don't know what that. I don't know what that like disorder is called, where you have like multiple. Is it just multiple personality disorder?
Yeah. I think they changed it now to something else. But it's
I
basically
apologize
that.
If it's wrong.
No, it's basically that. Yeah.
But like, would you then consider, if someone in that situation was dating somebody, every time they had a different personality that was like technically a different consciousness, would that be considered cheating?
Well, that's a mental illness.
Yeah, but it's the same.
So severing yourself is not.
But also, you signed up for it.
Yeah.
So you signed up to be severed. So if you are not happy with your innie,
going and then that's a you problem.
Well, exactly. So is it cheating? No.
Well, so you changed your mind. Oh, yeah. I'm contradicting myself.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just that good at convincing people.
Yeah. No, I think it is. I don't know.
Anyway, very interesting show. The only issue I had with it at the end...
Wait. So you wouldn't sever yourself?
No, I wouldn't sever myself. Would you? He's always like,
maybe. Hit that Ariana note. I say no, but I only say no because I've seen the show. I feel like in real life, I might be intrigued to do it, but yeah, there's obviously lots of things to think about.
But also, do you trust a corporation with your consciousness?
Yeah,
no.
Exactly. So it would depend on the job, the corporation, everything. Yeah, it would depend on everything.
Yeah, so I would say no, just out of capitalism.
Only Siths deal in absolutes.
Well, okay, fine, whatever. No. Maybe I was Sith. Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, I wouldn't do it. And the only issue I had with the end of the season is, why did he pick her?
Because it was his innie.
I know, but I don't know if it's just me being like a selfless person, but like,
I know what you're gonna say. Yeah.
If somebody was telling you this woman is going to die, like she is going to be murdered, if you pick to not save her. I mean, fair enough, he did save her, but like, so then he helped her escape, and then he keeps. Yeah, spoiler. He keeps himself inside, so he is staying as an innie. But then, what next?
I think he did
what
that.
do you plan to happen next? When your innie partner is the daughter of the owner of the company, and you've just released someone who is being kept as a prisoner, and you think that you're going to have a nice, happy life.
Well, no, obviously.
Like, you're
but
literally,
at the same time...
The whole point is, like, the whole reason he didn't go out with her was because he didn't want to die. Exactly. But he's just kept himself inside in a company where he's just committed a crime against that company. Yeah. And he's now going to refuse to leave. So it's like, well, now you're just a prisoner. So like, what is you like? And who knows? Maybe they are gonna, maybe they're gonna just cut you off, and you can't go back in there anyway. So like, you've just basically shot yourself in the foot, and just handed yourself over.
I don't. Oh yeah, they can. They can just turn it off, right?
Well, yeah. But they can just be like, you're arrested, get out of the building, and then your outie is never gonna come back in, because why would you?
Yeah. Well, I don't blame. Like, I get what you're saying, but at the same time, he's thinking, I did the right thing and I saved this woman that's not actually my wife. It's my outie's wife. Yeah. So I did the right thing for him. Yeah. I saved her. But if I go out now, I'm leaving my significant other or the love of my life behind. Yeah. And I'm basically killing myself. And she's going to be in there all on her own. God knows what they're going to do.
But she's not, though. Once she's out of there, she's never going back in there. She is Helena Egan. She is the daughter of...
I mean, she did end up going back.
Huh?
The beginning of the season, she went back, like, pretended to be an innie, and then.
Oh, I know, but like now that like everything's gone wrong in terms of like the company's eyes, like they've seen everything's gone wrong. I
don't know. I guess
she's gonna get dragged out of there. She's never going back in there.
Innie Mark thought, we've got this. Me and you, Helly.
Innie Mark is stupid.
He is a little stupid, but I get it. Like, obviously, and that place is all he's known. Obviously, apart from like the 1 or 2 times they took them outside, but that's all he's known. That's his world, and I don't know. I guess he wants to help his friends as well. But I get it. But also drama.
If he'd have just said to his outie when they were doing like the video thingy,
I loved that. Yeah. How cool was that?
Yeah, that was a very good.
That was probably my favorite scene of the entire show.
Yeah, but I just think like if he'd have just said, "Look, I'm gonna help you. But if you do anything that's going to jeopardize these people inside, that like we can't reach an agreement. Like it's just not going to happen." Because like, I just think either way he is screwed. His innie is screwed after that, because he's not going to get the woman that he wants, because she's just going to get ripped away from him. He's going to be either trapped in there and imprisoned, or he's going to get completely cut off and he's never going to be allowed in there again. So it's like you've just shot. I don't know.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see in 5 years when season 3 comes out. But yeah, that scene. Also, the episode where they show Gemma's backstory, Gemma's backstory and whatever happened to her. Yeah. I don't know if you remember it, but I remember when I watched it. It was in February when I was in Cyprus, so I watched it without Rick, and I remember I was watching it and I was like, oh my god, this episode looks beautiful. Like the way it looks way different than all the other episodes.
Yeah.
And then I told Rick, and he was like, "Yeah, the cinematographer directed this one." And I was like, "There you go. It makes sense."
Yeah, it is weird because like at the end of each episode, it does tell you like which. But obviously, like they do every episode, but, for every show.
Who directed?
But like it is interesting to see like, oh, it wasn't Ben Stiller that did that one; it was somebody else. Like, and like just to see like the differences in the episodes, it is interesting.
Yeah. So the cinematographer directed that one, which is why it was so visually amazing.
And I think also it probably made sense because they wanted it to feel more like emotional compared to like, I don't know, like out of all the episodes, it was more like a
standalone.
Yeah.
Stand out. Yeah.
And like, I don't know, because it was like more about like the real. I don't know. Was it more about like the real, like the outie? I mean, it was, but it wasn't. But I guess it was like to make a very stark difference between like what she was experiencing and what they were experiencing.
Yeah.
But I love the style of the show, like the the sort of like minimalist like. Is there? Oh, I thought that was a fly. I was like, that sounded like it was next
girl.
to my ear. But yeah, like I don't know, like the style. It's very like Ex Machina vibes, you know. Like I love that film, and like I love like.
I've never seen that.
You've never seen it?
No.
I would have thought you would have been all. Isn't that not produced by like one of your favorite?
Who?
I don't know. Maybe I'm making it up.
Is the movie called Ex Machina?
Ex Machina.
I've never seen that.
No. You should watch it. It's an A24 film. It's Oscar Isaac. He's bald. He looks very good in it. He does look very good. He's got like a big
in every
beard,
movie.
I think. And then that's also a very interesting like ethical film. It's very good. You should watch it. Very stylized, very like modern. Like it's only set in like one house, I think. And it's about like
I love shit like that.
Is it the what is the test called where it's like AI you basically sit and like have someone talk to like an AI, and if they forget that they're talking to an AI and they feel like it's a real person, then they pass the test. There's like a test for AI.
Is thing in real life?
Yeah, it is. But basically it's a whole film based on that, where like Oscar Isaac's character has like created these like humanoid robots that are AI, and he's like picked this guy that works for his company to go and like test this AI.
Okay.
I need to find out what it's called.
What year is this from? Is this recent?
No, it's ages ago. It's the book. I have the book. Do you want me to go get the book?
Sure.
I'll get the book.
Ex Machina.
Okay, it was not.
Oh, he's got the book.
So it was actually Alex Garland is the director. I don't know who he is, but
so what year is this?
It's a bit dirty.
Oh, this is from the website that you got that book.
Yeah.
Oh.
2015.
Oh, so it is recent.
Well, 10 years ago.
Oh my god, that's 10 years ago.
It's not that recent.
Fuck.
But
I mean, I would say that's recent. Oh, is that the script?
It's the script. This is why I bought this book. So this was about
that.
this. I bought this as a present for Andros. So this was Ex Machina. It's like a director's
I love that.
copy. Oh my god, it's so dirty. Because Andros used to put like coffee mugs on it and stuff. Yeah, and I paid a lot of money for this.
Damn.
But yeah, it's got like nice like little shots of like the film and stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, so she's like the AI that's been like created, and he's the guy that's been hired.
Oh, that's
from like.
Is that?
It says on the back.
Yeah, Donald Gleason. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was in Star Wars as well.
Oh yeah, so yeah, basically he's there to test the AI, and he's supposed to be like, I think basically he like is supposed to be falling in love with her.
Okay.
Is the idea.
I'll watch it.
Oh, spoilers.
Oh.
But yeah, so I would recommend watching that.
Okay.
But like the style of it is very like in terms of like art, I don't know, like staging and stuff. Yeah, it seems very similar.
Production design.
Yeah, I love it. It's a great film. You should watch it.
Okay.
And there's a dance scene which is very Severance.
Oh, but
like with like interesting lighting and stuff. You know, like
the one
Mr. Milchick does like the dance.
Oh my
god,
like, that was so iconic.
Yeah, so he not the second season one, the first season one is very similar.
He did a dance in the first season.
Yeah, they had like a dance party.
It was so long ago. I don't remember.
Well, it was very iconic.
I only remember the iconic one from the second season.
The marching band one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like that as much. Anyway, Ex Machina, I would recommend
Yes, and that's
anyone
Severance.
to watch.
But
Severance.
so yeah, Severance is on Apple TV Plus, which has a lot of good shows.
It does, but not many shows in general.
Yes, but it's like quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Which I love. Like they put so much like budget and like high production in these shows. I love it. We're watching now, The Studio.
Oh yeah, you said about that the other day.
From Apple TV, made by Seth Rogen, and he plays in it as well.
Is that like? See, here's another one that I'm like, oh, comedy person.
Yeah,
But is it funny?
It is. It is. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's not. Well, I guess it is a comedy show, but like it's not like like a full-on comedy show, like where you laugh every 2 seconds. It's like, so it's about this head of a Hollywood studio, and it's about how they make movies basically. And every episode is a different scenario. Like it's the same characters, but every episode they deal with some different production or whatever. And it's funny and it's really really well made. And I mean I love it because I love all this like behind the scenes of how they make films and stuff.
But it's like fictional.
Yeah. And they had Martin Scorsese in the first episode.
What the hell?
Yeah, because like the head of the studio was going to make a movie directed by Martin Scorsese. So he was playing himself.
Yeah.
And it was so funny. The first episode was about them making a Kool-Aid movie.
God.
And it was basically about it was basically like a satire on like all the stupid movies they make today.
Right. Like
or like all the
Minecraft
franchises they do.
Yeah.
So they were like, oh, we're going to make a Kool-Aid movie and we're going to get Martin Scorsese to direct it. And
I feel like it's a bit beneath him, but
and he did. And he did because they sold it to him as like a different, like a more grittier Kool-Aid, even though the studio wanted it like a superhero, like whatever.
Like the Kool-Aid guy.
Yeah. And yeah, by the end of the episode, they dropped Martin Scorsese. It was so funny. But yeah, every episode is so cool. Like the second episode was about them trying to film a scene that was all one shot.
Oh,
but the episode itself was all one shot. And it was so good. Because it's like a half an hour episode or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's all one shot, no cuts.
They did that with, is it Adolescence? Isn't that supposed to be like every episode is one?
I haven't seen that.
No, I haven't seen it, but I think that's supposed to be the
Really?
same thing. Like every
I
episode
also love
is...
that. I love one shots.
Yeah. They did it... They did it in this, they did it in that. They did it, an episode, or like a scene in Severance where he's running down the corridor.
Yeah.
That was like a one-shot thing, and I watched how that was made as well. That was interesting. But that looked really cool.
Yeah.
But it's weird because when you're watching a TV show and it happens, you don't necessarily notice it until you think like,
I do.
This is a really long.
Yeah.
Like
I always notice it because I love it. So whenever it happens, I'm like I'll be watching a scene and then as soon as like it gets to a certain time, I'm like, oh.
Yeah, because it starts feeling like unnatural, doesn't it? You're like, something fishy's going on here.
Yeah, I think I start noticing it once if it's two people in the scene, they start like whipping between them.
Okay.
So I'm like, why aren't they cutting?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, it's probably going to be like a long shot.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that episode was my favorite, even though it was the most irritating, because he was acting like a very irritating character.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it was so good. So yeah, it's very good. We still haven't finished it. So yeah, we're watching that. And
I like on Apple TV the Servant. Have you seen that?
No, we've actually only seen these two, Severance. Oh no, I've also I've seen Ted Lasso as well. Oh come on, it's so good.
No, you will never catch me.
I hate football.
You will never catch me watching it.
I hate football, and that was the reason why I didn't watch it at first. But then some of my friends pestered me to watch it because they said it was so good in uni. So I was like, fine, I'll watch the first episode. I was hooked. It's so good. It's so good because it's so much more than about the football, and it's so funny, and there's so many good performances. Like what's her name? Hannah Waddingham?
I don't know who that is.
You don't know who that is? British icon.
Who?
Hannah Waddingham, mother.
Who has she played?
She's playing the manager of the football club.
No, in other things.
Oh.
I've not seen Ted Lasso. I don't know who the manager is.
Google her. You know her.
Hannah what?
Waddingham.
Hannah Waddingham.
She also hosted Eurovision when it was in the UK. She's so iconic.
Blonde?
Yeah, let me see.
Huh?
Yes.
I recognize her. I do recognize her.
She is a mother.
I don't know where from though. She's not like no. I was gonna say she's not from. Home
I don't think
Alone.
she's been in many things. Like I only know her from
Game of
Texas.
Thrones.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't know her.
Anyway, she's very good.
My Google is doing this stupid thing where like, oh maybe it's just my phone's fault, but like you know when you like do like the quick search thing on your phone, whenever I Google something, it takes me to like an open tab instead of like showing me the thing that I've just searched, which is really annoying. Anyway,
So yeah, Ted Lasso is good.
no, I won't watch that. The Servant though, great.
I think I've heard of that. What is that about?
It's about, again, I don't want to give it too much away, but
Just give me the general plot.
so it's about a couple. So he's a chef, like a TV chef, and she is a newscaster living in New York. They have a baby, and I don't know if this is. It's not a spoiler because it's kind of like the whole premise of the show. They have a baby. She
dies.
The baby dies.
Oh.
But to help the mother grieve, she gets a doll. And treats the doll as if it were her real baby because she's gone through therapy, and the therapist is like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a really great way to like help you like wean yourself away from the baby, because obviously she's very traumatized by like having like the baby die.
How did the baby die? In birth?
No.
Tragic.
I don't want to give it away because I think that is kind of like a big plot point.
Yeah.
But the baby dies, so that she has this doll. It's called Jericho.
What kind of name is that?
I don't know, but anyway, so she's called Jericho. Then, because she's getting overwhelmed or whatever with looking after the baby full time,
is it
like,
a comedy show? Or...
No, it's like a thrill. It's that.
Not me asking if it's a comedy show when a baby dies in the first episode.
It's oh my god, what's his name? The guy that made it. Is it like the Green Knight or something? He made that as well.
The Green Mile.
No, not the Green Mile. Not the Severance. Why did I put the Severance? The Servant.
I thought you were saying the 7, as in the number 7.
No,
that's why I was like, okay, where did the 7 come in? What is the 7?
M Night Shyamalan.
Not M Night Shyamalan Ding Dong. Not M Night Shyamalan, girl.
Why?
So he made this show.
Yeah, he made the show.
I'm not watching this.
You should watch the show
because he's shit.
You should watch the show.
He's a very popular director, obviously.
It's a very good show.
He made the movie.
The first question on the Google: what the heck is The Servant about?
Yeah, M Night Shyamalan made the movie that we will never talk about. That Who Shall Not Be Named movie. One of the worst movies ever made in history, in my opinion.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And I will bring it up when we talk about my favorite show.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what my all-time favorite show is?
The show? Like animated show?
Yes.
Yes, I know what
he
you're talking
made
about.
a movie about it.
Oh, did he?
See, you don't even know about it. And it was Avatar The Last Airbender.
Yeah, the one that was like, I don't know, like 15 years ago.
Yeah, it was in... I don't remember what year it was. But I mean, the animated show ended in 2008, so it was after that. But it is one of the worst movies ever made.
Oh, okay. Well,
ever made.
Give it a try. I feel like he's
horrible.
learned a lot.
Well, I thought so too. Well, he made Knock at the Cabin, the gay one, and I think people liked that. But then he made a Trap. Have you seen Trap?
The concert one.
Yes.
Yeah.
We went and watched that. Have you seen it?
No, but I know what it is.
We went and watched that with Rick because the trailers looked very good.
Yeah.
And the actor was very hot. And it had a very good premise. Yeah. But it was very badly executed. And also the fact that he put his own daughter as like the main singer. And she's a shit actress.
Yeah, I remember
The girl doesn't know how to act.
Yeah.
She can sing, I guess. But it seemed like the whole point of the movie was him trying to promote his daughter.
Yeah.
Which is sad because the premise of the movie is very interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, like in the second half of the movie, she kind of becomes the main character, or like one of the main characters, and she's so bad at acting, bless her. And it just takes you out. And I was like, ugh.
Yeah, it's like nepotism at its finest.
Yeah.
But there's no nepotism that I know of in The Servant. Honestly.
Okay.
It's so worth watching. Because so anyway, so I don't even think I explained the whole point of the show. So this doll, she gets overwhelmed. They hire a nanny, so they
To look after the doll?
to look after the doll.
What the doll doing?
Nothing. But obviously, like people who are going for
Is
this
it a
job interview-
is it a robot?
No, it's
doll?
literally just like a baby born, like just a baby doll. Like it doesn't do anything.
Inanimate.
Yeah. And so the nannies are all coming for these interviews, and they're like, "What the fuck? What is this?"
Yeah.
Because
I
obviously
mean,
they're not
I would
allowed.
do it.
They're
Free
not
money.
allowed to know, or like they're not allowed to pretend like this is not a real baby,
Right.
because that gives like it just breaks her if she finds out that
Right.
it's not real. So like the whole point is they're supposed to like pretend and like play into the
So
idea
she's
that this is a
basically
baby.
living in a psychotic episode where
Yes.
she can't stop pretending
Yes.
it's not real.
But then
Interesting.
they find this young girl who is like a nice Christian girl, grew up in like a nice
Just like
Christian
us.
town, and like she's very like, I don't know. They see her and they see that she's like this Christian girl, and they're like, it's a bit much, but like she's a good person, and like she treats the baby, like the doll, the way that they want to, and like she's very like attentive. She's like very good with the mom. So she's like, oh yeah, like we'll hire her, and she's like a stay-in nanny or like live-in nanny. I don't know what they call it.
Just so you know, we're 40 minutes in, by the way.
Okay, that's fine. And
We'll definitely do a part 2 of this.
yeah. So they're like hiring her, and then like all of a sudden the baby is real again, and the dad's like, this is
The
not,
doll?
The doll is now not a doll; it's a real baby. And she's like, yeah, like I just put Jericho to bed, and then they hear crying, and they're like, what the hell's going on? So the dad is like, what is happening?
But does it become flesh, or is it the doll, but just comes
No,
alive?
it's like a baby. It's like a real baby.
Oh, a real...
Yeah.
Okay.
But like the whole like, but then like it goes back and it'll just be a doll. And then like things are happening, and like I think that's
So
like
whenever
4
the parents
seasons.
look at it, it's a doll. But whenever they're not looking
No,
at the
they
baby...
see it as a real baby as well
Okay.
sometimes. But then like they're just like, how is this happening? So basically, the whole plot is like, is there something like
It's a
magical
very
witchy going on?
long-winded...
Synopsis.
yeah,
Well,
very
anyway,
long-winded.
it's like a suspense thriller, like not
Interesting.
horror, but like it's like there are relatively like, I guess,
Scary
shock moments. Yeah, like jump scary bits. And yeah, it's very good. I would really recommend watching it.
Okay,
Andros
maybe.
really liked it as well, and Andros is pretty
Maybe we
good
will.
judge of.
I mean, we have loads of things to watch at the moment, so
Yeah.
maybe after we finish everything.
But it's all released as well now, and it's finished, so like you could binge watch it if you really wanted to. And I don't
Is
think the
it just
episodes
one
are that
season?
long. I think there's 4,
4 seasons?
but they're not long episodes.
When did it start?
Ages ago.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
it's been out for a while.
Was it like one of the first Apple
Yeah,
TV
yeah.
shows?
Yeah,
Okay.
but really, really worth watching. I would really recommend it.
4 seasons about a baby.
Well, yeah, because it gets like really interesting, because when it starts to revolve more around the nanny and like what's going on, because eventually the baby is
Right.
fully real, like for the whole thing, like it stops becoming a doll,
Right.
and they're like, how's this happen? Because like they have people. I need to stop talking about it.
Yeah, okay, yeah. You've
Yeah,
said
it-
enough. You've
yeah,
said
it
enough.
really is
You've
good.
intrigued me. You've intrigued
Yeah.
me. Okay.
So yeah, I recommend that.
Okay.
And then yeah, I don't know. I've not
Well-
really watched anything else on Apple TV. I wanted to watch that Jason Momoa.
Oh, the
See?
C.
But,
Yeah, it seems
See?
interesting.
Oui. Yeah, it looks interesting, and I was gonna watch it because I went through a phase where I was like, I need to watch TV shows because I don't watch anything anymore that I
so you
want to
can
watch.
say you went through a phase where you loved Jason Momoa.
No, I don't.
That's Andrews.
I don't care for Jason Momoa.
Does
that
Andrews
much.
like Jason Momoa?
I don't think so.
Really?
I just find him a bit cringe, to be honest.
It's same.
What is that? He's like on an ad at the minute that's like really irritating. Yeah, he's like on
Oh.
an ad for something, and I just see his face. I'm like, go
He,
away.
I think it's the roles he plays. He plays very cringe
Yeah.
roles. Like Aquaman is kind of cringe,
Mm.
although I like the movies, but his
Yeah.
character is a bit cringe. And then he was in the Fast and Furious. Oh,
Oh, I shouldn't have.
I hate those
Would
movies.
never touch
I hate
anything.
this. You know, Rick sat down and watched that recently because it was on
Why?
Netflix or something. So he was like, "I'm gonna watch it," and I was like, "Why? You know it's shit." And he was like, "I know it's shit, but I just want to watch it." And I was like, "You're crazy." So I just sat on the couch playing Switch while he was watching this movie,
Mm.
and I was like, "You're nuts.
Yeah, that is.
You're nuts." And I would like glance up and see some of like the big action sequences, and they were the
Mm.
most ridiculous thing you've ever seen in your life. I was
Yeah.
like, "This is so ridiculous."
And again, isn't it like Like there's like 10 films.
Oh yeah, more than that.
Is it?
I don't know. I think.
Well, no, it's not for me. Jason Momoa, not for me.
Okay.
But that show, I don't know. It intrigued me.
It looks interesting.
But
yeah.
like again, it's like, do I want to sit and watch an hour-long episode and waste my time if I don't enjoy it? But
it's that, and the morning show I think is also good. We haven't seen it, but
yeah, I've not seen that.
I've heard lots of good things about that.
Yeah,
and it's also one of the
I think
first.
my parents have watched the morning show, which is
Who?
wild. My parents.
Ah,
Like, what are they doing watching
why
Apple
not?
TV? I don't know. It's just weird.
No, my parents would never watch
Yeah.
English shows, but my
Oh,
parents.
well, yeah, that's different.
Well, they watch Greek shows.
Yeah.
Um,
Are there interesting Greek shows? Anything worth watching?
yes, actually, one of my all-time favorite shows is a Greek show called Sto Parapende, which means like in the nick of time,
Okay.
and it's by this Greek filmmaker, director, whatever, who I absolutely love. He always makes the best Greek TV, and he's gay as well. He recently came
Surprise.
out. Well, yeah, so no one was surprised, but he came out in recent years, and he's like been very much like active in LGBTQ issues, and he's always had queer seeming, like they never say it, but you could always watch the show and say, oh, this character is queer.
Yeah. Queer coded.
Yeah. And he always also acts in his shows. He's an actor that also makes his shows.
Right.
There's a lot of those in Greece, actually. A lot of actors who also make their own shows.
Yeah.
And this show is about this group of 5 friends who meet in a lift very randomly. 5
Severance.
completely different. No, so they're 5 completely different people, with completely different personalities that they would never connect in real life. They all happen to be at this event, and they all happen to go in the elevator at the same time with this older gentleman who drops dead in the lift.
Right.
And before he dies, he tells them something, and they kind of connect and try and find out why he died or who was behind it, because they find out there's like a very deep criminal background, or like a very deep like organization that's like shady and is after them and all that. And so they get connected through that, and they become friends. And it's like a spy, I'm putting it in quotations, spy show, because it's just these 5 normal people trying to solve like one of the biggest mysteries in Greece, fictional mystery.
Yeah.
Like a murder mystery from like the 80s or whatever, that somehow connects to the death in the lift. Yeah, it's so good, and it's honestly the funniest show I've ever seen in my life. It makes me laugh so hard. I've seen it like 3 times.
Like purposefully, not like because it's bad.
Oh no, yeah.
Okay.
Purposely, yeah. It's it's like comedy gold.
Okay.
Obviously, unfortunately, if you watch it without knowing Greek, you probably wouldn't find it as funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's so good. I've watched it like 3 times all the way through. I watched it recently. I finished it when I was in Cyprus in February, and I'm like, it gets me every time, because it's also funny, but it also has its serious moments. Like there's an episode and towards the end that always makes me cry, because like this, like one of the characters' grandma, who's one of the main side characters, dies, and she spoiler alert, and it's like the most emotional death I think I've ever seen in any show. Anyway, yeah, that's Greek. No one's gonna watch that. So
no. But
yeah.
Speaking of crying at TV shows, do you know I never ever ever used to cry at anything. Like I used to be like stone cold.
I was the opposite.
Like never used to get emotional about anything. The first TV show I cried at was Revenge, which I've told you about.
Oh yeah, you have.
Revenge, like going from like a really like high budget, like really amazing TV shows to like talking about Revenge is kind of funny. But Revenge, I love it. It's like watching Pretty Little Liars, but like kind of on crack. Like I don't know how to explain it. Like so good, so crazy, so like it's just like
ridiculous.
It's like watching The Housewives of like New York, but like in a serious and like I don't know, crime-ridden. I don't know how to explain it. Basically, like so there's this girl who her dad gets framed by this rich family's company that like they live in the Hamptons. Obviously, it's New York. They live in the Hamptons. and they like there's like the queen. They call her Queen Victoria, and she's married to a guy called Conrad, and they own some big company, and the company invested money in a terrorist organization that caused a flight, like a plane, to crash. And then they all pin it on this guy that this woman, you find out, was later having an affair with. Like the queen was having an affair with this lowly peasant worker. And he ends up getting put in prison and then dies in prison, and it's like she's getting revenge on the family and all the people that were involved in like causing the dad to go to prison and like get killed. But like it's like one of those shows where it's just like twists, turns at every second. Like it's great to watch. Like you don't have to like follow it very closely, but like if you miss an episode, someone will probably be dead in the next episode. So like, but not normally like a main character. It's like each episode usually is like dedicated to like one person who would have wronged her in some way. It's just so good though. 4 seasons again, but like it's like
that's not a lot.
But like 20 episodes a season and like hour-long episodes.
Like
it's
like
Pretty Little Liars
shows,
was the same thing, but like 7 seasons or something.
Yeah.
But the ending of Revenge I think was pretty good, whereas Pretty Little Liars the ending was awful. It was garbage mama.
Yes. Unfortunately. We won't say any spoilers for Pretty Little Liars just because me and Rick are watching it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
I was going to say that's been about 10 years.
Yeah. So I'm basically forcing Rick to watch Pretty Little Liars now because it was my teenager show. I was obsessed.
I think I started watching it when I was like 16.
Yeah.
And then by the time I'd finished watching like what was already released, they were in the last season, so they were just about to release the last season.
I think I started watching it when season 4 had ended.
Oh.
And then so I watched it from the gap until season 5 released.
Yeah.
So unfortunately I knew the big season 4 spoiler, which we won't say because of Rick. I knew that.
Was that the dollhouse? Or was that
No, that's season 5.
Oh, okay.
Season 4, the big spoiler is...
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah. Which is obviously a huge spoiler.
A huge spoiler.
So I knew that only because I'd seen... Or, like, that's how I found out about the show.
See, I didn't know anything. Like, I was going in it completely blind.
I think because that was, like, the peak of Pretty Little Liars fame.
Yeah.
Or like everyone loved it at that point. So that's how I discovered it, because everyone was going crazy and like I'd seen all these promos and all that. So I'd seen that spoiler and then I was like, oh, I'm going to watch it. And I did. And I was like, oh, damn, I wasn't supposed to know that.
Yeah. Did you watch the Mike's Mike podcast? Or like the YouTube? I swear I did tell you about it.
Oh, the recap.
Yeah. The 3-part recap of the whole thing.
Loved it.
Incredible.
It was so funny. I kept...
Like, the thing is, like, I don't know how he
much.
did it. Like, he must have sat and watched it, like, very intently, making notes for each episode. And, like, he must have spent months on it because, like,
I mean, he even said it. He said
the detail that he went into is insane, but it's so good. And,
it's so good.
It made me want to watch it again. So I rewatched, I think, up to the 3rd season, maybe. But I don't know. It just gets very draining when you, like... It's good, but like to binge watch the whole thing.
Seasons 3, 4, 5 are like very good.
They are.
They're very crazy. Like seasons 1 and 2 are a bit more held back, even though the season 2 reveal is one of the best ones. But yeah,
the thing that kind of annoyed me about it though was like it was never over. Like it was always like, well, here's
there's
a reveal,
else.
and no, there's someone else. There's someone else.
Or like a lot of red herrings.
Yeah, there was, and a lot of like unanswered questions as well. Like I think he even explained it. Like Mike explained it like a lot. Like he'd be like, this plot line was just like it is mentioned in this episode and then never again. It's like you never find out what happened to him.
And I thought the final season was very much put together very last minute because they had to.
Yeah.
But well, I don't know how to say this without spoiling it. But you know the final baddie, the actor.
Yeah. I
watched an interview where they said that they found out, or they were approached by Marlene, the creator, to potentially do that concept from like season 5.
Oh.
Yeah. Which was crazy. I was like, what?
Because they all said they had no idea until it was like released.
Well, that only that person and their love interest knew.
Yeah.
because they were doing a scene together, and Marlene went up to them and asked them.
Yeah.
Um,
It's so funny.
It is.
Because it's so bad.
It
But
is.
like,
It is.
it's such a shame because it really could have been like amazing.
I know. I feel like it should have ended on the season 6 midpoint where they revealed Big A.
Because the last little bit.
Even though that
like-
was a bit problematic, the way they did that with Big A. If you know what
See,
I mean.
I know what you're talking about, but I don't
Yeah.
know what was problematic about it. Like, I don't remember
Well,
it being.
It was the representation of that group of people was very bad.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yes.
See, I don't know. At
And
the time,
I
I
did-
was very like out of touch.
I mean, at the time, me too.
Yeah.
At the time, I was like, "Oh my god, this is so cool."
Yeah.
Or
But
like,
I guess now,
or like, "Oh my god, what a curveball."
yeah.
But now I'm like watching that, I'm like, "Ugh, that
Oh,
was."
no.
Ugh.
Gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah, we can talk about it when. It's going to be a while until we finish it, but we can talk about it after that. Or maybe we can talk about it another time, and I'll just tell Rick not to not to watch this episode. But yeah, well, and also in uni, I did a whole essay, or it was part of my project to research that group of people
Oh.
and like their representation in the media.
Oh, that's
And
cool.
how they were so badly represented throughout the years, and that they were only just now starting to.
Well, I mean, it's still, and maybe in
I feel
media
like we
it's
should
better.
say. I feel like we should, because everyone listening is going to be like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" We're talking about trans people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pretty Liars did a trans storyline
Yeah.
that was very badly represented, and so in uni, I had, as part of my project, I did this whole research on trans people in media, and there's this very, very good documentary on Netflix. I don't remember what it's called, but it's basically all about that. It basically showcases how trans people have been represented in the media throughout time,
Yeah.
and how bad it was. So yeah, I only like really thought about it
Because
in
of
recent years.
Yeah.
And then PLL came to my mind. I was like, oh, they also did that very badly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because I don't remember like the intricacies of it. I just remember like who it was, and like the reasoning behind it.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe, I don't know. Maybe when you put it like in that context of like, oh, the baddie is a trans person, it's like the same thing as like, what was it like? I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's just like it's not. Yeah, it's not a good.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
we could talk about PLL all day. Well, another show we're watching now is Andor, which I've told you about already, but I can't. It's so good. It is so good. We've got 5 episodes left of season 2.
Is it
And-
all out now? Or
Yes. And these last 5 episodes are the ones that are all rated over 9.5 on IMDb.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and I sent you that screenshot that said Andor is the first show ever to have 5 episodes rated over 9.5, or 5 episodes in a row, or something like that.
Oh wow.
Which I was like, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, and it's the last 5 episodes, and it's the ones that we've got now left, and I'm like, I'm so excited to watch them.
You don't think
so
it's like
good.
inflated by people who are like massive Star Wars fans?
No, they don't do the IMDb review.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
But it's so good. I mean, season 1 was already so good. And then season 2, I feel like is even better. It's kind of, so season 2, they've been releasing 3 episodes at a time. So they've had 4 weeks where they released 3 episodes every week. And like,
that's pretty good.
yeah, and like every week it's like those 3 episodes are like their own little arc. So like every week is like a year time jump every 3 episodes. Yeah. Because
so is it a
because this is also,
continuation of the story from season 1?
yeah, and it's leading up to Rogue One. So season 2 is, I believe, the final one. So it's like it like ends just before Rogue One. So yeah, it's so good. It's so good, and it obviously showcases so many things you wouldn't see normally in Star Wars. Like I told you, they tackle fucking grape. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, I never thought I'd see that in Star Wars.
Yeah.
It's very political. It's very gritty and down to earth, and yeah, it's just so good. It's such a different side of Star Wars. There's not a single lightsaber. There's no Darth Vader.
Yeah.
There's no. They mention obviously the Emperor because
Yeah.
they have to. I mean, it's about the Empire, but he's never there. So yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I don't know. I will watch the second season.
You
but
should.
I just need to get around to doing it because
Yes.
it's a big commitment.
Why is Sawyer meowing so much?
She
I wonder
wants
if
to
I
go
wonder if you can
outside.
hear it. Probably not.
I think she like she'll cry at the back door because she wants to go outside, but then like you'll take her outside and leave the door open and she'll just sit there and then she'll go back inside and then like you shut the door and then she starts crying again. So like it's not like she is, because she is primarily a
She's
house
just
cat,
bored.
but like we do let her outside supervised.
Yeah.
But she has no survival instinct at all. So like I don't know. People
Oh my
have very,
god.
yeah.
She won't stop.
People have very like strong opinions about like house cats and stuff, but I'm like, she's a ragdoll. She costs a lot of money. If she goes outside and doesn't understand that a car is coming and she will just sit there in the middle of the road, she will be dead.
Yeah.
So like, I don't want to let her outside
No.
unless it's supervised. So
Yeah.
we let her in the garden. She has a nice little
You should-
adventure.
You should buy a little leash and a harness.
We do. She
Oh.
does not like it.
Oh, so she doesn't actually like going out.
She likes going out. She doesn't like the lead.
Oh.
She doesn't like the harness because it but I don't know, she's just stupid. She'll like, you put it on her and she'll just lay there and be like
So you couldn't like take her on a walk.
maybe after like practice, but like she's just stupid. She's I don't know, no like awareness of her surroundings at all. And like, I mean, you know what she's like. If she gets picked up, she doesn't care.
Yeah.
Like she wouldn't, even if she's really uncomfortable, she will not scratch you. She won't like hiss or anything. Like she's only ever hissed at my parents' dog.
Oh.
And that was because he was licking her. And she was like, get off me. She was like, stop licking me. You stink.
Damn.
But yeah. But no, she's got a nice life. So she's fine. She doesn't need to go outside as much. But yeah, she's just very vocal about everything. Which is really annoying.
Yeah. I mean, it's cute.
It is cute,
But
but
yeah,
it's
it's-
loud. And
yeah.
like, I don't know. Very annoying. Shut up.
Right. I think we have time to talk about one more
One more show.
What other thing are you watching?
Oh, I just finished Acolyte, which we already spoke about.
Oh yeah.
Which I was
Very controversial show.
really shocked because I thought it was really good.
Same.
And then when I found out that it was cancelled, I was like, what the hell? Who made
I know.
that decision and why? Why would you
The
cancel it?
Disney overlords who saw the very vocal people hate it online just cancelled it, which is so dumb.
But what were they hating on? Like just the fact that it was like a young girl as like the main protagonist.
I don't know. They were hating on, I guess that they were hating on the witches clan. They were hating.
That was so cool.
I know.
Like so interesting.
They were
and so
hating-
different for Star Wars.
Yeah, they were hating on. God, I don't even know what they were hating on. Like honestly, you have to like. I don't know. I had to go back and see, but I don't
I
remember.
don't know. I feel like the only people that hate on stuff like that, like genuinely, especially when it comes to things like Star Wars, I feel
Yeah.
like the people who are like bigots.
Oh yeah.
Are the only people.
I
And
mean,
because
yeah,
like
Star
the
Wars is
main
full of those.
character is a young black girl, and the main is he the main like the other main character?
Yeah.
Manny.
Yeah. Like
He's
the
like
the
an
Jedi.
Yeah, no. Well, both of them are Asian men.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe people feel a certain way about that. And
Yeah,
maybe
I don't know.
very
It was
vocal.
very cool. It was it explored, I guess, an era of Star Wars that we hadn't seen before. The
And just
High
like the
Republic.
idea of like, oh, are you like, can you be just one or the other? Or
Exactly.
could you be like a little bit of both? Like, is the bad like is the
Which
Sith
is why I
actually
love.
that bad?
Which is why I actually really like Ahsoka, because Ahsoka is also a kind of in the middle Jedi.
Is that like ever gonna come back? For
Yeah.
anything?
Season
it
2
is.
is being filmed now.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean Ahsoka is my favorite Star Wars show
Mm.
of all time. Like, it's so good because it ponders. Because obviously Ahsoka, sorry, I just can't stop. Because obviously Ahsoka is a character from the animated shows.
Mhm.
So
Did she never appear in the films?
nope.
There must have been someone that looked like her, because I feel like
Well,
with
the
like
same species.
Oh, is that a species?
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
Sorry, girl. Did we even address you're a massive Star Wars?
Oh yeah,
fan?
I'm a massive Star Wars fan. If you couldn't tell. But yeah, I watched Clone Wars, which is where she was introduced, and then Rebels, which is so good. And Ahsoka, the live action show, is kind of a continuation of Rebels. It picks up right where Rebels left off, and it has a lot of characters from Rebels, which is why I loved it so much. And Rebels was all about exploring that, like the grey side of the Force.
Yeah.
And like all this heavy lore on the Force that you don't see anywhere else. And it's so good.
You know what? Rewatching like all the Star Wars films recently, I've realized like
you don't get a lot of lore.
A lot. They literally, it's just like, oh, here's the Empire.
Yeah.
Ooh, here's the Jedi.
Yeah.
Oh, this is happening. Like it's very like very like surface level
Black
story.
and white.
Like
yeah,
it's just like, I don't know. It's very, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not underwhelming, but like the story is very simple.
Yeah, very shallow.
It's like, these are the bad guys, these are the good guys,
and something blows
and that's
up.
it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, that's why.
But it's good that they have the opportunity to do it in like TV shows.
They do that all in TV shows, which is why I love it. But yeah, I can't wait for Ahsoka, because they've already teased a lot of like the grey stuff in the first season, but you wouldn't get it if you hadn't seen Rebels. But yeah,
maybe we need a Star Wars episode.
Oh yeah, we do.
Special interest.
Yeah,
right there.
I mean, we'll do one where we rank all the movies, maybe.
We'll do a Star Wars episode and we'll do a knitting episode.
Oh, well, that's just gonna be you.
Exactly.
We'll do. Well, there's lots of things we see.
Animated shows, I guess.
Yes, or anime.
But then again, I don't feel like I'm not like. Did I already say this? Like, I don't feel like I know
a lot about anime.
I watched like a couple. Oh, here she
comes.
What
are you yelling about, little girl?
Here she
Come
comes.
here. Crazy girl.
Oh, the sun is in her eyes.
Beautiful. She has very beautiful blue eyes.
Sunbathe. Go do something that's not bothering us.
Yeah, go sleep by the window. So yeah, I wish I was a cat.
Been another hour and a half again.
No, that's an hour
and a half.
No, it can't be. No, the videos have only been going for an hour and 6 minutes.
Well, something is lying. Oh,
your
I see.
recording is lying.
That's an hour. That's 2 minutes, and that's 50 seconds.
Sure. Yeah. Oh yeah. We can't read.
Yeah, can you read? Wait, that's not what you said. Anyway.
Right. So we'll. Yes. Shall we leave it there then?
Let's touch base.
Yeah.
Next episode.
Yeah. So okay, another full episode.
Wait, let's do it. Should we do one of our segments?
Oh, okay. Yeah. What segment?
What segment do you want to do?
Oh, did we say we were gonna do most underrated?
Yeah, but I'd have to think about that.
I have one in mind.
Okay, you go.
I don't know if I would say that's like my most underrated show ever, but it's one I thought of recently, actually yesterday, because Rick thinks it's a horrible show. But it was another one of my teenager shows, Once Upon a Time. You know.
Oh, I thought you were gonna continue.
Oh,
Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time.
Yeah.
No, that is the show. It's called Once Upon a Time.
Yeah, I know the one, the fairy tale one.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it is a very, very good show. It has some very bad visuals, obviously.
Yes.
Very bad CGI.
Yeah.
But I feel like the story and the writing, and it has also some very good acting, is so good, and it's so creative, and it's so... Yeah, it's so unique, so out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I loved it as a teenager. It was another one where I watched so many times. And it's another one that unfortunately fell off in like the last 2 seasons weren't very good. But it's also like 7 seasons. And seasons 6 and 7 are not as good. But all the rest, the 1 through 5 are amazing.
Yeah.
Why are you smiling like that?
I don't know.
Do you have something to say?
No. I never watched it, but Andros watched it.
Oh, I thought you did.
So, no. I've seen like a few episodes here and there, but like I never sat down and watched it myself. But Andros watched it, but I just remember thinking like, this is trash. Mama, this is
well, there you go.
garbage.
Underrated.
I don't know if underrated, but I could say an overrated one, which I feel like is going to get a lot of hate.
Go
on. I don't know if I should say this because I'm gonna get murdered. The Last of Us.
Oh. Oh, no.
I think if it wasn't for the game, that show would
wouldn't
not
be
be
good.
as successful.
Maybe. Well, I think season 1 was very good. We haven't finished season 2 yet because we are prioritizing the other shows. So we've only seen 2 or 3 episodes. And yeah, it's not really living up to what the second
like,
game
I
was.
think like people make it out to be like this like incredible masterpiece of a TV show because the game is so good.
Yeah.
But I don't think like it's good. Like it's not bad. It's just I don't think it's that interesting.
I don't think. What is that? I don't think.
It's not that interesting. I will say it plainly. But they do a great job. Bella Ramsey, great.
Well, that's one of the reasons Rick is not liking it, actually.
No, really?
He doesn't like Bella Ramsey.
I
like her. Or them. Sorry. Oh my god, we're gonna
only recently.
Well, actually, can you quickly Google it? Are they non-binary or not?
I think they are.
I'm actually not sure.
I think they are.
I like Bella Ramsey. I think they're getting a lot of unnecessary hate.
Yes.
And it's... Okay, they are, yeah. And it's a role that's very hard to live up to from the games. So
And they also had the whole, like... I don't know. Men are weird. Men complained about Aloy being ugly.
Or a lesbian. Yes.
Aloy?
Yes. In the DLC, she's a lesbian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
She gets a girlfriend.
Oh.
And everybody hated her.
Well, yeah. But like
Obviously.
Bella Ramsey has been subject to that hatred for not being pretty enough to play...
Oh, yeah.
What's the character's name? Ellie?
Why did I blanked for a second? I was like,
Ellie.
Maria.
But like, yeah, I don't know.
I mean, I get that. I mean, obviously they don't look anything like Ellie from the games, but I don't mind that.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they don't have to look exactly the same.
Well, you're not going to find like an identical person unless they've modeled the person on a character.
People are saying, I know what you mean.
Person.
People are saying that the actress who plays Abby in the show would have been a better Ellie.
Is that from the second season?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't really see that.
Yeah, no,
I like her
think
as
that,
Abby.
to be fair. But like, I don't think that she would do a better job. I just saw like visually, she looks more like Ellie.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think they should look exactly the same as long as you're.
What's his name?
Petruskal.
He does
look.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he looks like Joel.
He looks nothing like Joel.
Well, I guess. But like, as long as you have the essence of the character.
Essence of a woman. What is that from?
I don't know.
I don't know.
As long as you have the essence of the character, and you can portray that emotion in that character, then you're good for the role. It's like when they casted Halle Bailey for The Little Mermaid. Halle. Well, no, what's her name? What's her name? Is that not her name?
Halle Bailey.
Yeah, Halle Bailey. What did I say?
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey.
Halle Bailey for Little Mermaid, and everone went absolutely batshit crazy because she's black. Like, she was amazing. I love that.
I love her and her sister. I think they are incredible.
Yeah.
Chloe Bailey. I'm so sad that they're not making music together.
I mean, yeah.
But like, I loved that album. I love them as people. I think they're so funny. Don't laugh. You can't laugh.
Did you watch The Little Mermaid? The live action?
Did I watch it?
You should.
I think I did.
It's the best Disney live action they've made so far. You could see that it was genuinely like made out of passion for the original, and obviously Halle Bailey is amazing, and Melissa McCarthy. As Ursula is also very good. It's just so good. I watched it a few times.
I remember when they released like the pictures of Melissa McCarthy's makeup before like all the effects were added, and everyone was like, "Mama, what is this?" But yeah, no, maybe I have seen it. I don't remember.
Yeah, but anyway, back to The Last of Us. Yeah, I do agree. But maybe I think
mildly overrated.
Yeah,
not like, I don't think it's awful, but it's just like, for me, it's not.
But I see people now complaining about Bella Ramsey, not because of how they look, but because of how they act. they're saying that they're not as serious or gritty as Ellie from the games, or that they're acting too goofy in the show, which I kind of get. Like Ellie in the game in part 2, she's like dead on, like dedicated for revenge.
Yeah.
Like she'll kill anyone. Like
we've only watched half of the first episode of the second season, so I can't really
okay.
like go.
So you
into
haven't
detail.
even seen Joel dying.
No,
Spoiler alert.
No, I knew that was happening.
Yeah.
But no, I don't know. It's
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll finish it after we finish everything else.
Mm.
Andor, Studio, Black Mirror. We need to watch.
Oh, Black
anyway.
Mirror, yeah.
Okay,
Last
we're
episode.
Oh, you
not
finished
enjoy it.
Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Oh.
But then there's also, I don't know.
Okay, we don't have time. We don't have time. We'll.
But I will say,
we'll
actually,
continue-
very
we'll
quickly,
pick up this
there's an
conversation.
episode with, is it Issa Rae? Issa Rae? I don't know how you say
Issa
her name.
Rae?
Issa Rae. She's an actor. She made a film with Zendaya, not Kiki Palmer.
Do you say
and
Zendaya or Zendaya?
Zendaya, but it's not Zendaya. It's
Zendaya. I say Zendaya.
as in the film, it's not Zendaya.
Oh.
But it's SZA and Kiki Palmer, and it was produced by Issa Rae, and Issa Rae is in one of the episodes of Black Mirror, and people were hating on that as well because they're
Like the whole season.
just one episode.
Okay, because we watched the first episode and it was very good.
You've not seen any others?
No, we watched just the first. Oh no. Yeah, we watched all the seasons. I mean, the first episode of the last season.
Yeah, but not any episode other than the first one in the last season.
Yeah.
But yeah, like people were saying like she was a bad actor in that, but it's like that was kind of the point. Like I don't know, I won't get into it, but like the whole concept of the episode is that she's supposed to be like portraying, like she's being input into this film, like in real life kind of thing. Like she's replacing an actor in the film as if it's real. So like she gets like implanted into the movie as it's being recorded, but she plays a man. I don't know. It's very hard
confusing
to explain.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, I thought it was a very good episode and very emotional actually. And
Okay. Well, see, I'm excited for this season because the last season of Black Mirror I didn't like. I found it
liked all
too
of
hokey
them.
pokey, too like. I feel like it lost its identity in last season because the whole point was to be about technology and how that is ruining the world or whatever.
Oh yeah, it's
But
very
last
much
season-
the same. Not like really touching on it, but like
Well, last season was very much like it was magic. It had like vampires. I was like, what the fuck is this even? This isn't even Black Mirror anymore. So I didn't like last season. So this season we watched the first episode. I was very impressed. It was very good. So I'm excited to see what else it has to offer. So you're saying this one with the movie is like more magical?
No, it's not. It is technology. It's very very good episode.
I don't
very
want any
interesting episode.
supernatural shit
No,
in
it's
Black
not
Mirror.
supernatural. The only one that I didn't like was the last one, which is a like sequel to one of the other episodes. You know, the SS Callister one.
Oh, well, they had another sequel in this. Oh no, am I thinking of a different show? Well, the one. Oh yeah, no, that's Love, Death and Robots. Never mind. Different show.
That's a different show. Also a great show.
Also great show, and we can't wait for this in the second season.
Yes, second. Isn't it like the fourth?
Oh yeah, what am I saying? What am I saying? Yeah, the latest season anyway.
Yeah, but yeah, the last episode of Black Mirror I did not enjoy, but I didn't enjoy the first part of it anyway to begin with because I just thought
I don't remember which one is that.
the one where it's like the game company and it's like the game where you're like it's basically Star Trek.
Oh, where he's like keeping them hostage.
Yes.
I liked that.
So it's a continuation of that story.
Okay, it's the same characters.
Yes.
Oh, what's that guy's name? That he's in everything. The blonde guy. You don't know.
I don't know.
Fair.
But yeah, no, I did not enjoy that. It's just too long.
Do you think he's a good actor?
The main
blonde guy.
the baddie?
Yeah.
Is she a
He's
baddie?
a baddie.
No.
I don't mind him.
I don't know.
But I
don't
feel
think
like
I've seen him in.
He's in everything, so I'm a bit.
Which guy?
The blonde guy that has no eyebrows.
The blonde guy that has no eyebrows.
Oh, I was gonna check my phone, but I can't.
I don't know. Anyway, I didn't
yeah.
enjoy it.
Okay.
I zoned out halfway through and then was like, "Why are we still watching this?"
Okay.
But that's just personal preference.
I see.
That was.
The flowers almost fell.
But right, so I feel like
Okay.
that's a good You did an underrated. I did an overrated. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
we've
yeah,
covered,
that's good. That's
we've covered
good.
bases.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um,
Okay, we'll end it there before we go into an hour and a half again.
Yes.
Yes, thank you for listening,
Yes.
watching.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you can follow us on the 71st Floor podcast, YouTube, Instagram. I don't know if we'll have TikTok or something.
Oh, probably.
Yeah, maybe.
At some point.
Yeah. And you can email us at the 71st Floor pod at gmail.com.
Yes.
And yeah, we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.